Yeah. Yeah. So when you dropping, kid, mouse. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. See, here in the Midwest, we work hard for everything we gotta do, you know what I'm saying? We don't live by one motto, you heard? Man, if you don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? You mad at me for? Don't think it ever was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. They say you don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine, then what the fuck you signed up for? What you mad at me for? Don't think it ever was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. Mouse, I ain't trying to be no king, nigga. I just want to see my ends all the way to the end with a couple M's that defines M. About time clock work, if we keep the burn, no sure niggas to the seat to learn. I think it's my turn to get know that time waits, but no space. So I feel the void to get my cheesesteak. I got a taste for the good life, and it's about time I eat my heated up dinner plate. And I'm half baked. What the fuck you mean? I move a half pound, need to keep it shaking. When I'm on the clock, I got the time to waste, so keep it faithful. My mind frame is, you don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? Couple bad hoes up in Chicago, tore down shorts up in Ohio. And I'm like no other MC for the Indianapolis. When I'm attacking this beat, put it on repeat for 2013. When you see me, know I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. I said I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You mad at me for? Don't think it ever was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. They say you don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? What you mad at me for? Don't think it ever was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. Now I set it off for my city. Now everybody wanna set trends. I come from the Lost and Found section in the Midwest neck town. Now reppin'. I guess I put the pressure on these players. Now they got my juices flowing like an offender. I'm Bruce Bowen. After that, keep that shit been pouring. I'll be cheapin' like the Minions in Cleveland. I don't miss smoke, but I do of me being a CEO of my business. And while the competition's still fishing, I'ma go clockwork these streets. Talking quarter, half, elbow, boom stack, my cheese. So give me to the beat, yeah, bitch. I don't give handouts, yeah, bitch. I just outwork everybody gonna clock in, even in the street, yeah, bitch. Long as my flow is ridiculous, every 2 days I'm flipping. Shouts out to the haters in Dallas, it ain't no time. When I'm on the grind, know that I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. I said I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You mad at me for? Don't think it ever was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. They say you don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? You don't grind it, you don't shine it. What the fuck you signed up for? What you mad at me for? Don't think it ever was bust moves. Yeah, put a couple of niggas on, but they don't even know how to tie their shoes. Mouse, face forward. What's up, 2013? Cheer. Clockwork these beats, clockwork these streets. Hey, one with me, this motherfucker. Clockwork these beats. Mouse.
Clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G. I said I'm clockworking these beats, and I'm clockworking these streets. What the fuck you know about me? I hustle hard, my G, my G, my G.
Yo, yeah. Here we go. Hold on. Y'all a little too excited. What up, though? It's Jay Scott. I'm here. Hey man, it's Monday, man. It's Monday. Don't know if you got a case of the Mondays, but yo, it's still turning up out here, man. It's still turning up out here. Um, right now, you know what I mean. I'm out here in San Antonio, Texas. Um, it's hot as shit out here, man. It's hot as shit. You know, the high temperature today was 106 degrees, and I just tried to before I went live, man. My next door neighbor looked like they cutting their grass outside. Nigga, you're trying to take a risk with death. Do you understand me? Like it is 106 degrees outside. Do you know how hot that is? It's 106. It's 106. That's like the heat index in the whole nine. It's crucial out here, man. It's crucial out here. You understand? So, you know, I hope that everybody's out here, man, trying to get this thing right. Countries going back to shit. You know, I've been trying to quarantine the best way I can, man. I ain't really been going nowhere unless it's essential. You understand what I'm saying? I've been going nowhere, nigga, nowhere. You know, and I just want to say before I get started that on the social media right now, what's real heavy is, you know, the actress that they found that was in that lake in California. This whole Will Smith and Jada Pickett thing. Um, it's good. It's distractions, man. Okay, it's distractions. Man, hit the like button, share the shit. This is gonna be a good ass show tonight. Good ass show. I got my man Willie Dynamite up in here. You know, we're gonna be in here chopping it up, man, real heavy. Uh, about finances. You know, let me go ahead and drop with the show title. Show titles right here. Um, hit the like button, share this, man. You know, I'm just gonna dive right in, man, because I wanna kind of, you know, just get right in. You know, I just wanted to say all that. You know, just you know, distractions. You know what I'm saying? This is Jay Scott. I'm a Bully Radio. Let's get it in. So, man, if you have not been paying attention to the news, okay, all this, all I'm seeing on my, like, and I put this on my social media, man. All this stories of people going places, man, traveling, living their best life, um, just doing all types of silliness all on social media. I mean, do y'all realize they just gave the eastern part of Oklahoma to the Native Americans? Are you all up to speed on this right now? Are you all up to while we doing all this? Because see, and this is what I'm gonna get into a little later. This shit is about to be a snowbally thing going to a pit of fire. You understand what I'm saying? It's about to be, nigga. You think this shit is set off right now? Just you wait, man. This shit just keeps getting set off. So let me just go right in, man. See, on my show, what I like to do, man, I like to bring visuals. I like to bring receipts. I like to bring things of that nature. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go right in here. So look at this, man. So this right here, the Supreme Court. This was this past Thursday. Okay, this past Thursday. It says right here, the Supreme Court on Thursday ruled that much of eastern Oklahoma falls within an Indian reservation. So I don't know if you can see this right here, but all this right here is the eastern part of Oklahoma, in which, if you don't know, the majority of so-called Native Americans all live in this area. Like a majority of them, there's a big populace of them that live in this area. And so my thing is that we out here and we turning up, we keep turning up. I keep seeing dumb shit on the internet. I keep seeing us fighting. And we are missing the point, man. We're missing the point out here. We're missing the point of building. Because, man, if you don't have a particular skill and maybe just one thing you can do, you're gonna have to wear many hats in this right now, man. It's a war going on around you. You're gonna have to wear many hats in this. Okay, you have to wear many hats. So the reason why I bring this up is because, you know, we're not focused on this, man. We're not focused. They just gave them the eastern part of a whole state. We don't even have, we don't have, like, we can't even have a community. We don't even have a community right now. We don't even have a community right now. We do, but it's not like where it should be. Okay. And we have to do that by economics. Okay. So let me go to the next slide, man. So what you've been seeing going on is all these stories about defunding the police. And what I found out here, you know, first of all, you know, this is I found this on the internet and I had to put it up there. I'm sorry, man. Hey, man, hit the like button, share this shit. But this right here is I got this from the freethoughtproject.com. Okay, and I checked out their site, and you know what I'm saying, they got some good articles up there. One that caught me was after this. So right now, Breonna Taylor and this death of Breonna Taylor is taking all different types of avenues and ways. Okay, so one thing that they're talking about proposing in Louisville is for the police to be drug tested. Okay, and in this article, it's saying that if they cause some type of critical incident, if they cause some type of death or some type of harm, that they should be getting drug tested for even alcohol. And I am a firm believer, because see, like right now, people don't understand. Right now, what's happening around you is a bunch of changes. Some are symbolic, and some are some things that can really tangibly change for black people. Why you got all these people scared because of the politicians and the politics and all that? We should be still trying to mobilize, and still, even if we're still having think tanks right now, we should be mobilizing. We should be doing things within each other, man. Like, it's too many people, and I'm starting to see that it's not going to be that many on this ride, man. It's not. It's going to be too many of us that are still just partying and bullshit, man. And so this right here is critical. It's critical. If this goes down in Louisville, because right now they still ain't even arrested any of the police officers that shot her and shot at her dude. They ain't arrested none of them. But if they propose a law for them to submit drug tests, man, when they shoot someone or beat someone up, man, that's huge. Okay, what else? That, like, the defunded thing is a hot topic right now. Defunding the police is a hot topic right now. You understand? So right now, also what I've seen was, because of what happened to George Floyd, um, there is a bill that is put in place that is on the floor, and I believe this is in New York, that would require cops to carry their own personal liability insurance. Do you know how huge this is? Do you understand? Do you understand how huge this is? All these things that have been terrorizing the black community, there's different areas and different places of the country that are proposing now. So, like I said, they're trying to put some of this in there on some real shit. Okay, so just look at this, man. It said that this would happen with let me see, will require each officer to obtain individual liability insurance. The city or other governments would still be required to cover the basic insurance policy to cover litigation costs. Okay, so do you understand that, how big that is? All right, do you understand how big that is? They should be getting drug tested. They should be their insurance policies should be dropped if they kill or beat someone harmlessly that didn't deserve that. These police officers should be getting accountable for what they're doing out here. And if they're getting ready to start putting laws in place for that, we're winning. We're winning. Now, we ain't won nothing, okay? We ain't won no championship, none of this shit. But as far as winning, we winning out here. But you got to understand what's being symbolically done and what's happening for real, okay? So let's talk about the Karens, right? The Karens, all these videos with Karens. Do you understand that out here in San Francisco, this man right here, his name is Shaman Walton. I believe that's how you pronounce the nigga name, okay? He is out in San Francisco, and what they're proposing out there is called the Karen Act, okay? In the Karen Act, what would happen is This will make it racially biased 911 calls illegal, which means that they can put something in place for someone to be arrested. Okay, and what they're calling the Karen Act is it's an acronym which means caution against racially exploitive non-emergencies. Do you understand what's happening around you right now? Do you understand what's happening right? Don't get caught up in this 50 Cent and all this Will Jada shit. Man, look, man, they pick and choose who they want to do this to. All right. Will, Jada, these people are Will and Jada Smith, man. These are people that are in the Hollywood thing. If you don't understand what's going on around you, even with the Hollywood shit, I don't know what to tell you. Like right now, I can't force people to be up to speed on these things, man. I can't force people to. You have to be aware of what's happening. But like I said, this right here, if they vote on this will be the Karen Act. Okay, they're talking about voting this on in San Francisco. That is huge. That is huge. All right, don't get lost in the sauce out here. Don't get lost in the sauce out here. All right, so I'm gonna keep this pushing because, like I said, I want to be able to bring my brother on Willie Dynamite to really chop it up with him. But let me keep moving. So there's sites out here that give you where all the hate groups are at. All right, there's a site out here that gives you all the hate groups. Okay, this group out here is called the Southern Law Poverty Center. Okay, and let me see if I can pull up their site just so I can give you an idea on.
Yeah.
Hold on, whoa, no, got too much going on. But let me bring this in right here, okay? This site right here, the Southern Poverty Law Center. Check this site out, people. Check this site out. Okay? Check this site out. Because the reason why is because it gives you all the places around here that have hate groups. You understand what I'm saying? All the hate groups that exist, that they have hate groups, whatever these groups you want to identify these people with. Okay, this is what they had. This is what they have on there. Look at this map, man. Look at this map. Look at where they have predominantly. Now they consider hate groups to be like the Nation of Islam, Hebrew Israelites, but we all know that these people are not attacking people. They're not doing nothing. They're just really just talking. All right, they ain't done nothing in years. But man, look at all these places, man. Look, there's like 30 hate groups in Indiana. I had to look it up. You know what I'm saying? It's about the same amount that's in Texas. But you know what I'm saying? We have to understand what's going on around us. And this is just going to keep leading me to and I'm just going to keep pushing. So in Indiana, it's purging in my home city and home state. And the reason why I keep bringing them up and keep things in that realm is because Indiana is like a metaphor for this whole country. If you have ever lived in the Midwest, if you ever been to the Midwest, you understand that if you live in other places, I'm in Texas right now, and it's hot just like that. Dallas is one of the most racist places in America. But in Indianapolis and Indiana, they're turning it up because the Midwest is full of militia groups, So this article right here was just June 30th. It's a 15-year-old boy, young man missing in Bloomington, Indiana right now. Okay. Right now, he's missing. There's been a lot of kids missing, getting shot. If you think that black people are doing all this, we gotta come on, man. We can't be this naive when it comes to some of this shit. Okay. There was something that just happened recently in Indianapolis where, you know what I'm saying, a mother was shot dead going along the canal. Canal is a big place in Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying? And there was words exchanged. Someone yelled out Black Lives Matter. And man, miss me with this Black Lives Matter. Look, man, I'm good with the name of it, but the movement, it's not really doing anything for me. Okay. The movement's not doing anything. Okay. So let me continue. So now recently, just as early as this was yesterday, but it just reported it, like I caught wind of it today. Man, it was a in Brooklyn, New York. All right, so all these numbers have been skyrocketing as far as black on black, supposedly black on black crime, but there's been a lot of black people out here getting shot up. And so a 1-year-old got killed, like a 3-year-old or 7-year-old got shot. But man, the other people that got shot were like 30 something and 20 something. These niggas didn't die. I'm like, and from what I've gathered, man, it was like 20 to 30 rounds that was let off last night at this was like at a barbecue they were having. Man, listen to me, man. I'm not really into going with this narrative that black folks are in a pandemic and we out here just killing each other, blowing each other away every single weekend, man. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, how many more times you have police officers that are quitting? You have police officers that are quitting the force. You think that they're not out here purging and getting away with it? Hey man, somebody hit me up in the somebody speak to me, man. Somebody speak to me. Somebody speak to me. Let me keep it moving, man. So it's getting to the point where people can't take it. People cannot take it. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. This was recent too. Look at this. Look at this. Where is it at? See, why is my shit messing up right now? It's gonna come in. It's gonna take its time. And trust me, man, I don't go for the numbers on this, man, because people they look at my page, man. You understand? So look at this. Now, I don't know if you're too familiar with that, man, but that was a clip I found, man, where Minnie Mouse, someone dressed up as Minnie Mouse, got the breathing the brakes off a white woman. Okay, there's countless amounts of videos that I'm seeing, man, that this is happening. Okay, and I want, because I'm gonna bring all this in. So the guy that got nearly lynched in Indiana, I seen the video, man. Have you seen some of this dude's video? This dude right here, this Negro right here, like this dude. Now when you see what he looked like, man, and I'm not trying to body shame, nothing like that, but this dude said he a leader, man. Let me play some of this, man. Let me just play some of this, man. I'm gonna get through this stuff real quick because you know what I'm saying. I got my man Willie Dynamite on here, and he's I gotta get it in with that brother.
Indiana is accusing a group of white men of attacking him and threatening to lynch
this is if you ain't up to
threatening
speed.
to get a noose, claiming that he and his friends trespassed onto private property on their way to a public beach. Tonight we're learning the FBI has launched a hate crimes investigation. Here's Alex Perez.
Tonight, investigations underway in Indiana after this disturbing video posted on social media showing a group of white men attacking a black man, 36-year-old Vox Booker.
Same go, dude.
The men hurling racist slurs and pinning Booker against a tree.
One of the gentlemen yells to his friend to get a noose. I thought these individuals were literally going to lynch me.
The ordeal unfolding July 4th at Lake Monroe near Bloomington, Indiana. Booker says he and his friend, who's white.
Look, man, that's all I'm gonna play that right now. But listen to me, man. I've lived in Bloomington, Indiana. Okay, I've lived in Bloomington, Indiana. Okay, it ain't all good in Bloomington, Indiana, man. It is not all good. It is not all good in Bloomington, Indiana. Okay, it's not now that where that was at, where the Lake Monroe, where that's at. Like it's a little ways from Bloomington, but it's still considered Bloomington. But I'm telling you, man, if you have ever driven through there, you can tell where it gets some black people to no black people. None. I'm talking about Lake Monroe. I'm talking about that whole area, man. Like I don't know if you've ever been through these areas, but even Martinsville, man, Martinsville is a place. Martinsville, Indiana, Marion, Indiana. These places look like straight up places where they were hanging people, man. If you ever have been through there, If you ever been through there, man, have you ever been through there? So what happened from this is there was a protest, in Bloomington for this action. Now this dude says he's an activist. I don't know about all that, man. You know what I'm saying? And you in your 30s, nigga, you didn't even swing on none of these people. You didn't swing on none of these people. You didn't swing on none of these people. You didn't try to fight for your life, my nigga. Like you was just up against that tree. Like I know. Like what the hell, man? So what happened was they had a protest and somebody got ran over, and I don't know if they died, but this woman right here ran over people just in broad daylight. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me just spin some of this a little bit. You know what I mean?
And we begin with a news alert tonight. Police in Bloomington have captured the woman they believe hit two protesters with a car Monday night.
We have new information coming in right now on those criminal charges against this woman, 66-year-old Christy.
Look at her.
News 8's Travis Robinson is live in Bloomington right now to break it down. Travis.
I mean, all I wanted to do was show what she looked like, but do you see what that woman looked like? Do you see what that woman looked like? There's plenty of people in Bloomington that look just like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's plenty of people in Bloomington that looks just like that. Looking all weird and shit in the face, you know what I'm saying? You say I can see this the further south. Yeah, man, the further south you go in Indiana, man, it's crucial, man. It's crucial. Okay, so let me now what I want to show next is a little bit. I'm not gonna show it all, but see, like people like to talk about the news and where they find their news at. Okay. I find my news, I start with either black media or I go to places like Al Jazeera. All right, Al Jazeera. These are what I feel are non-biased places that you can find some real good information. And so especially when I'm talking when it comes to black people. All right. So this right here, because what I want to do is I want to like stop this myth that there's no black fathers really out here. All right, man, I work in the education system. I'm glad I got Willie on because I need him to break this down a little bit more. But when working in the school system, you know what I'm saying, I've seen you got to understand there is a population of black people that have both parents in the house. All right. There's a population of black people that had either one or none in the house. Okay. And so what you have from that is you have people that are damaged, like mentally. You have people that suffer from post-traumatic slave disorder. You have people that are not all the way there when it comes to how they should be progressed as a person. But when it comes to this black father thing, you have those that are, hold on. Is it the video? Hold on, because I'm listening to it on myself, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. But when it comes to this black on I should be good. Maybe I need to talk close to the mic, man. But I can hear myself good though. But let me play this right quick though. Let me play this right quick because you know what I mean, I'm trying to hold on. I'm gonna play just a little bit of it, all right?
One of the most pervasive stereotypes about Black Americans is that of the absent Black father.
The absent Black father myth is the idea, the stereotypical and incorrect notion that African American fathers have very little contact with their children, if any contact at all.
And in Black America, the reality of being fatherless is perhaps most painful.
73% of all Black babies are born out of wedlock.
Experts say there's a crisis when it comes to Black fathers in this country.
The news media loves asking where all the Black fathers are, and that whole idea has been linked to everything from poverty and crime to even police violence against Black communities.
Why are these police shootings occurring? Well, it's because there is an absent Black father, or it's because Black families are on welfare.
But this idea that Black fathers aren't present in their kids' lives is actually false.
to be a parent is to have children that you love and try and support. And Black fathers experience that the same way that anyone else would. Why would you even think there was a difference?
Hey guys, I'm Sana, and this Sunday on AJ Plus, we're going to talk about the myth of the absent Black father here in the United States, where it comes from, and how that stereotype tells a much bigger.
Yeah, you hear that? You hear that? You hear that? It's a stereotype. You understand? It's a stereotype. And there's Black fathers out here, man. It's Black now. There's some Black fathers that, or some Black men that have either didn't step up to the plate, or either, you know, didn't handle their business, or there's many scenarios. Okay, but man, you gotta understand, there is a group of Black fathers, just like down here. I believe it was in Dallas. I believe it was like 100 Black men that came together. There was 100 Black men in Indianapolis that took a photo. But I mean, at least 100 Black men was able to get together. Now, I don't know if these dudes was all straight, gay. I don't know if they was fathers or not. But that's a myth, man. That's a myth that people need to stop, man. We really need to stop, because, you know, we still consider ourselves to be slaves, man, when we may have gone through a form of slavery, but we are kings and queens, gods and goddesses of the earth. You understand what I'm saying? So let me just go. Because here's another one, and I'm almost done. I got like maybe one more slide, and then, you know, I'm gonna bring the brother Willie on. Okay, so here we go. This is also Al Jazeera. Okay.
I don't feel like people see Oakland or our people for who they really are. Everybody sees us as criminals, and we're threats.
This is a young boy right here.
What's your home?
Raise your hand if there's any animosity towards the police in this room right now. Don't be afraid to do it. We expect it. How do you think the police view youth? Boom.
A threat, you know. I feel like they fear us in some ways. That's why in like videos we see, they just come out and the first thing they do is draw their weapon.
How many of you have a friend or a relative who's lost their life to violence here in Oakland? How many? Oh my God.
Y'all good?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm hanging. You better hurry up. You better get there to class before I do. Woo. I got your stuff. Come see me after school.
As a system, we're suspending far too many Black boys. What do we need to do? What do we need to do differently?
Yeah, systematically. You know what? I'm gonna stop right there. It's like an 8-minute clip. But that's go to Al Jazeera, man. Go to Al Jazeera. Go to Al Jazeera. Go to their page, man. Go to their YouTube page, man. Check out what they put out content-wise when it comes to Black people, man. They about the only ones. You know, they about the only ones. I don't see any other outlets, man, that be kind of like doing it like that. My bad. I got you. So yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's heavy out here, man. You know. I got one more. So out here, you know what I mean. What I want to do is, man, I just want to play a little bit of this right here, because people like to go to the Chicago black on black crime thing. And if you ever look up what's going on in Chicago, it's been a huge history of abuse. You understand what I'm saying? A history of people getting in torture chambers and all these things, man. And so you know, if you've ever lived in Chicago or been in Chicago, you know that they so corrupt up there. They've been corrupt, man. They've been corrupt for many years. And so let me play a little bit of this right quick, and let me try to get the brother really Dynamite on.
It's been a difficult few weeks for the Chicago Police Department. After the revelations of more police brutality and an apparent department-wide cover-up, Mayor Rahm Emanuel apologized.
No citizen is a second-class citizen in the city of Chicago.
His words might be too little, too late. Chicago has more police-involved shootings than any city in the U.S., and the city has paid out $500 million in settlements and legal fees since 2004. It's pretty bad in Chicago, but the thing is, it's been that way for a long time. Corruption within the department dates back to the 1920s, when Chicago was synonymous with gangsters and crooked cops who couldn't get a handle on misconduct within their department. In 1968, after Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, riots broke out in Chicago. The city's mayor, Richard J. Daley, ordered police to shoot to kill protesters. Later that year, when the Democratic National Convention was held in Chicago, riots again erupted, this time between anti-war protesters and more than 11,000 police officers. All
right, that's all I'm gonna play of that. Check that clip out also, man. That was on Al Jazeera. You know, they go in. My bad, yeah. That was on Al Jazeera also. You know what I'm saying? They go in and they really dig in when it comes to Black history, man. You know what I'm saying? They really dig in when it comes to Black history. You understand what I'm saying? So check that out, man. Check this other clip out right there. And you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe I'll get a chance to play it, you know what I mean, some of this before the show is over. Now, let me quickly bring the brother on. I apologize. This is my fault. It's my fault. Oh shit. The brother right now. Should have brought him on earlier, man. It's my bad, man. My bad. But let me bring the good brother on right here. Hold on. Let me bring the good brother on. Brother Willie Dynamite right here. Let me just there we go. Willie, can you hear me? Yo. There we go. What up, my brother? What's going on, man? Yes, sir. All right, so for the good people. Oh shit! For the good people that's out here, could you let them know who you are and what you belong to and what the movement you got going on?
So my name is Willie Infrared. I really go by Willie Dynamite, what a lot of people know me as. I'm a real estate investor. I'm a stock investor. I'm a credit repair specialist. Basically, all-around entrepreneur. Anything that got to do with cash flow and ownership, I'm basically a part of it, you know. And I just really advocate for people to get a piece of ownership, because your opportunity only comes from what you own and what you control. If you don't own nothing, you don't control nothing, you have no opportunity.
Yeah, and you know, I saw your live earlier, and let me just ask a few questions, man, because I like to ask questions that, you know what I'm saying, that can help us try to build something, because I think a lot of Black people are not used to building with each other. You know, coming from the generation that I know that me and you are in, you know, the age bracket we in, you know, a lot of times we don't have the think tanks and things like that. So let me just ask a few questions. So I just want to get your knowledge, you know, and opinions on it. Is my first one is good credit, would that be a form of freedom?
Good credit? I would say it'll definitely be a form of freedom. Now, I wouldn't call it a form of freedom. Yeah, I would call it a form of freedom all across the board, because in certain places that you can't get into with bad credit. I don't care how much money you have. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to one of my builders, I think it was like a year ago, and he had got a big contract. The contract was like $2.6 million or something like that. Big contract to like redo something downtown. Some of the buildings, I don't know what it was, but they passed on him to even get the contract because his credit was bad. So basically, your credit score is nothing more than your responsibility score. That's it. It's saying, okay, you know, to put it in street terms, can I give you a 9-piece and you not run off? Will you come back with the money if I give you this 9-piece? Now, a lot of people that bring the 9-piece back and they scale it up, those are the people that can go to the plug and get anything they want. Those people that run off with the 9-piece, those are the people that end up in New Crown Hill because they ran off on the plug. You see what I'm saying? So to put it in that text, I would say good credit is definitely a piece of freedom, you know, because you don't know when you're going to use it and when you're not going to use it, because by the time you see something you want, you know, we want it now. I want it now. And what is it going to cost to get that? They said, well, sir, we got to run your credit. If your credit's good, you'll be able to get X, Y, Z. Then same thing, you hit you in your head. Damn, my credit fucked up. Dang, my credit bad, man. I'm gonna go ahead and work on it. You know what I'm saying? I also help people repair credit. They can get on the VivaRedCredit.com and, you know, submit a form. I hit them back out there.
Yeah, and I want to definitely you know, let you definitely shoot that to the people about, because like credit, and you know what I mean, I'm someone who, man, my credit's been trashed for years, but it's been because it's like the bigger amount that you have towards your debt, the more it's going to bring your score down. And the more, now I will say that people don't understand, like once you work with these creditors, like a company like yourself, that your numbers can go up quick, like super quick. And the reason why I bring all these things up is because Black people, I feel, don't really understand that right now what's going on around us is that Thanos shit. That Thanos, I'm telling you, people's getting Thanos out here, man. Shit is just evaporating. Okay, so I heard you speaking about the education field, like these things, like you have to, and this leads into my next question. Right now, you have to have multiple streams of income, and I think that
right now, it's not a right now. It's period. It's period.
yes,
You can go back a year from now, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You can go back to the beginning of time. You have to have multiple streams of income. And the multiple streams of income cannot be multiple jobs. It can't be multiple jobs because you're inside of earned income, which is the highest tax income on the planet. So just when you think you're working more to earn more, you're also paying more taxes. So that's how people end up in the rat race, as Rich Dad would call it, because they do the same thing. They get paid, pay their bills, buy them a shirt, they go back to work. They get paid, pay their bills, buy them a shirt. You will never have enough money to really excel. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have just enough to pay your bills, maybe buy you a shirt, but it ain't no Paris trips, no London trips, it ain't no Maldives,
right.
It ain't no Roof Chris's, it ain't no Prime 47, it ain't no Harry and Izzy's, it ain't no Bonefish, it ain't no Cheesecake Factory.
So let me ask you this: why do you think we? Because when it comes to certain things, when it comes to Black people, we know how to be major strategists. When it comes to fighting other Black people, we become goddamn ninjas, nigga. We become masterminds. When it comes to spending money before we get it, like Kanye say, we masterminds. When we get that bread, we already like, you know what, man, I'm about to spend 300 on this, 200 on that. Why is it that we can be masterminds when it comes to that, but we have a hard time being a mastermind of multiple stream incomes, or getting your credit right, or investing things?
Well, the first thing is accountability. Nobody wants to take accountability because it's hard for you to say, you know what, I messed up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of people be in bad situations and then they try to see the bad situation all the way through instead of cutting their losses, accepting the responsibility that they didn't make the right decision. Because there's nothing wrong with making bad decisions. We're going to make them. You're going to make them to the beginning of time. But you can't stay in a bad decision. It's one thing to be wrong, but it's another thing to stay wrong. You know what I'm saying? And with finances being a hard subject to talk about within our community, and in the fact that it's only been legal for us to read 100 years, roughly 150 years. You got to think, white people and Arabs and everybody even the Indians, they've been reading since a book was created. Even the scrolls and the hieroglyphs in Egypt. So everything that I'm saying, they already know. Like, this is common knowledge in the white household, in the Asian household, you know, in the Indian household. It's common knowledge, but it's in the Black community. It's not common knowledge, and that's a direct correlation with why we remain on the bottom everywhere economically. I done been to Paris, I done been to London, I done been to Mexico, Belize, Cuba, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. You can name anywhere. Black people, if you look at poverty, they're black and brown people.
So let me ask you another question, because everything you're saying is facts. And what I hear and see from you, brother, is, you know, we kind of like in the same lane, man, where, you know, I'm not scared to take a risk. And I can tell, you know, you definitely know how to take a risk to get what you have the goal in mind to get. And because you have traveled to other places, you see how things are and how things is so different when you come back to Napa, whatever, or the crib. But do you think that the way that others may not move that same way, do you think that comes from being scared of failure, and to be able to have complacency as the new currency?
I would say it's definitely it's like fear, failure, complacency, the lack of motivation, you know, the lack of goals. We don't really have goals in the black community, not no real goals. I think the issue with black people is like it's like a spider web. You take a spider web out, I don't know, call it 50 feet. You know, each little piece is connected to another piece. So I think that that's the situation that black people is in, because you got a web that's connected to something else, that's connected to something else. So even if, you know, we break one of the pieces in the web is still strong enough to not fold. You see what I'm saying? We're going to have to break down a lot of the pieces of the web to really tear the whole web up. And I think, just in my opinion, it starts with ownership. Because if you look at it, a lot of people wanted to go down there and protest with Trayvon Martin, when that happened to Trayvon Martin, when that happened to George Floyd, when that happened to Sandra Bland, and everybody was protesting, but they couldn't protest because they had to go to work. You see what I'm saying? Don't bring that stuff in here. You see what Starbucks said? They said, you know, you can protest the Black Lives Matter out there, but when you come in here, you better have that Starbucks uniform on.
Right.
Meanwhile, they got a rainbow flag in every single Starbucks you ride past.
That's facts. I mean, hit the like button, share this shit, man. I'll drop some little comments in here too. Say we're taught to be consumers rather than builders and creators, which we naturally are. That is facts. That is facts. That is facts. Just and I'm just gonna go on right quick. Bitcoin. I've heard a few things about Bitcoin, and then I've heard that for black people, let me phrase this because I wrote some of this shit down, man. Some of them I didn't, man, because I wanted to come with some fire ass questions for you, man, because I know you be getting me. So with Bitcoin, I've heard that, you know, if we were, and I'm not speaking like I know too much about it, so I'm hoping that, you know what I mean, you can kind of give some game at the same time, which I know you will. When it comes to the Bitcoin, that if we were to collectively put something together to generate Bitcoin like a massive amount, could we build our own? I guess what I'm saying is, could we build our own reparations through Bitcoin?
So the question is, could we possibly build our own reparations through Bitcoin? We can build our own reparations with anything. It's not limited to a Bitcoin, because I think one of the things that black people gotta realize is we gotta get out of the victim mentality. We're treated like a victim. You see what I'm saying? We're marching for rights, and we expect the government to take care of. You got everybody that's sitting down at home, wait for the next wave of the stimulus check, the $1,200. Everybody's mad because they cutting unemployment. We gotta stop playing the victim, because if you don't know anything, you know that if you play victim, you get treated like a victim. Now, when I say that, we have a lot of opportunity on the table. As you mentioned, Bitcoin is one of them. Stellar is another.
So how does so just right quick, how does just explain a little bit of what Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying, is for those that might not be up to speed on it.
So basically, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm 100% on everything.
Right.
My overview. Bitcoin is just a median of payment. You know how like you would send, you would go to the store and you would send $100 to Mexico. So once you got to pay the fee to what is it, Western Union. You send $100 to Mexico, they go in, pick it up, and then Western Union charges a fee for that.
Right.
So with Bitcoin, it's the same thing, but they don't need your ID. They ain't asking you where the money come from. So basically, you know, if you wanted to get some money, I'll keep your money off the books. You know, that's the way to do it. That's why it's embraced so much, because this whole world is about being controlled. I remember when I bought my first house, because I didn't really want to wire the money. I wanted to bring a cashier's check to the closing, and they let me bring a cashier's check to the closing. And now they won't let you do that. Everything has to be wired. So a lot of people just don't like the government tracking their every move, and I don't blame them for it. You know what I'm saying? Because they say, you know how like when you get a call and they say this call is recorded for your protection. Like, hold on, I ain't asked you to do me no favors. This is for you, but they put it off on us like they're doing it for us, but it's technically it's for them. So basically, Bitcoin is basically like a median of exchange as far as you will send money through like a Western Union or a MoneyGram or maybe Walmart to Walmart or something like that. You're able to exchange the money without like them taking your IDs and stuff like that. And just really without the government being in your business. You know what I mean? All these different regulations that they try to put on you, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
What were the other things you know? Go ahead.
It's not just Bitcoin. It's probably over 2,000 different cryptocurrencies that's in effect. And speaking of, I really wasn't gonna drop this, but I'll drop it on your show for the people that's viewing it. Elon, you know who Elon Musk is?
Right.
Okay, Elon Musk is the creator of PayPal. He sold PayPal for $160 billion. He put $100 million in the SpaceX. He put $50 million in the Tesla. He put $10 million in the Solar City, and now his net worth is basically $42 billion, probably more. I ain't since yesterday, right? So if anybody knows anything about creating a payment platform, it's probably Elon Musk. So Ripple, which is a cryptocurrency, just partnered with Elon Musk to help them get their payment platform off of the ground. And as of right now, a share of Ripple is 20 cents a share.
And I'm glad now. So let me just move on to the next question. So why do you think black people, I guess it's almost like a two-part thing, man. It's like because Wall Street is one, and as far as you know, shares and just why are we? Because it was a point in time, even when we're in a pandemic right now, when the Spanish flu, the plague, the depression, when all these things were happening, black people were prosperous, man. We were booming. We had. Now a lot of it is because we had to rely on each other, and a lot of it is because at that particular time we had to. The best way for us to get it was through theater and plays. So there was like over 100 black studios, plays and things of that nature. Why do you think that right now we have a hard time with trying to like pull that together and have the vision of kind of like going that route? Like why are we having a hard time with that, man? Because the generation wealth, I mean, and I know it's generational, man, because you know, if your parents was in a baby boomer generation, some of them taught you how to get the money, and some of them basically sacrificed your childhood to probably get the money, or they didn't get the money and don't want you to have the money. You see what I'm saying? So I know right now when you cut this baby boomer generation off, and I go hard on them because we in the Gen X, generation, and we are sick and tired of being sick and tired. So, these questions I'm asking, I guess it's all revolving around the generational wealth, and you were kind of tapping into that earlier on your live, but I just want to make sure everyone knows how important it is, man, for that, and why are we not focusing on it?
Okay, so I'm glad you brought it up. Perfect example. You've been following me for a while, so you know, but it's some of the people that may be watching this, they may just have heard of me or haven't been following me for a while. You can go back to 2012, you can go back to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. My message has been consistent. Build some equity. Get something where if you lose your job, you won't be fucked up. You'll still be able to pay your bills, pay your rent, your life. And now I'm not saying that you're gonna ball out, but your bare necessities will be taken care of. But I caught a lot of backlash from a lot of people because they were saying I shouldn't be telling people to quit their job, and there's nothing wrong with a job, and there's nothing wrong with going to college, and there's nothing wrong with this, right? They argue me. Coronavirus hit. Unemployment went from 100,000 and some odd thousand to 40 million in the course of a week and a half. Right? And this didn't have nothing to do with their job or their performance or if they was late or not. They going to every single pitch in. They eating the potato salad with the raisins, brown nose with the supervisor. Going there, people at the job place, they ain't wash their feet. Everybody musty. Chicks got weed tracks flying around there. Little weed particles flying all around the job place because of them cheap weeds. You know what I'm talking about,
Yep.
right? So they go, everybody that went there, they got comfortable. Then they set up their IRA, which is bad. It's good for a person with limited financial education. Same thing with a mutual fund because everybody got people in these tobacco companies and these water companies and they ain't moved. You see what I'm saying? And you ask a person, they say, "Oh yeah, I gotta, I'm investing in my job." I ask somebody, I said, "What are you invested in?" They said, "Oh, I don't know. I just give it to him, man, and he invested." So basically you've been working 10, 20 years and you just handing it off to a motherfucker that you don't even know what's going on.
Right.
Case in point, that's why when the coronavirus hit, how many of these fund managers you think picked up the phone and called the people whose funds they were managing to tell them, pull your money out, the market's crashing?
None.
Zero. So you got somebody sitting behind the desk making $150,000 and not caring about the people. That's the first thing. The second thing is we have to realize that we as black people are already fucked up. Everybody's talking about I don't want to be fucked up. Black people are already fucked up. There's nowhere to go from here but up. We're at the bottom. You look at black people economically all across the globe. I'm not talking Jay-Z's, the Oprahs, the Beyoncés, the Rick Ross, and T.I.'s. They make up less than 2% of total black people across the globe.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Majority of the black people are in the hole, and they're in the hole economically. You know why? Because I made $4,500 today, and I didn't do no work. You see what I'm saying? Yesterday I made $700 without doing no work. Day before that, I made $3,000 without doing no work. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just trying to show people that if they get some ownership, then your whole situation will change. Because I'm like, let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
I wake up, my son gave me a code, right? I get a code. I ain't got to leave the house. My son say, my son ain't going back to school. I'm teaching him here. You see what I'm saying? I'm teaching my son here. I'm not pressed to choose between, dang, do I not go to work to take care of my son? Or do I go to work to keep a roof over my head and then say, fuck my son?
Right.
Those are hard choices, and that's what black people got to stay out of. Neither one of those should be a choice. And I think the sooner we understand that, the need for that, the sooner we will be able to move in a forward direction. Because Dr. Clyde Anderson, as you know, he said that black people, this is pretty much it. We on our last round.
Facts.
We on our last round right now.
Facts.
And if we don't build some wealth I'm not talking about your job. I'm not talking about your degree. Neither one of those are wealth. They may have value to you, but by definition, you can't pass it down to the people that you love, so it's not wealth. And that's not Willie saying it. This is Webster's definition.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you firsthand, bro. I got a degree. I got a. Now, see, I will say this: I am a product of where my parents, they had the resources and the finances, but they didn't really push me in the right direction of where the economy and just the future was going. So they allowed me to be one of the many black kids at that time, black teenagers, to go to school. I was getting ready to go to a HBCU, didn't go. I ended up going to Ball State, got my degree in theater, which in my paperwork is going to say a degree in science, but I didn't do anything to back that up by anything. And not until I got into my 30s and more, I was always been knowledge of self, but as I got more and more into it, I realized that, hey, these are things that's really set up for us to be in more debt and not really leaving out of there with anything tangible. And so now I am a professor of and my son's going to start college, but I want him to be able to, he wants to go into working behind the scenes on camera work or just being like in front of the camera, things like that, and photography. And I just want him to, and I talk to him, I try to talk to him and give him something. And I say to him, hey, wherever you want to do, whatever you want to go, I'm going to support you. Just understand right now, if you had a job, what would you be doing in the pandemic to get money?
You said he got a camera?
He's got a camera. He's worked with the YMI in Indianapolis with Tony Lamont. He's been a part of that program, and he's kind of
so it's picture or video?
He's trying to do video and picture, but it's primarily like in video. And
tell him to shoot a movie. It can be horrible. It can be horrible. Don't matter. Tell him to shoot a movie. That's ownership. And
right.
That's already something that he want to do. It's ownership.
Wait, man, I gotta.
Movie sell to Netflix,
You're right.
Hulu, YouTube, Disney Plus. Tell him to shoot it. It ain't gotta be good, and it can be any idea that he got.
Yeah, and he comes from that generation where, he's 18, but that generation. And I'm not gonna hold you up much longer, man. I want to get to a couple of postings that I saw.
You could go ahead.
Okay. But I wanted to, just tell him, hey, just make sure because their generation, they support each other, man. They support each other to the fullest. It could be, I don't give a damn what it is. They can have a bunch of rubber bands with their name on it. They have people that will support them and buy it. They can put out a video and get, 1,000 views because they live in that era. But right before I get to go ahead. Let me first show you this because I got a question from the people.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that. It says, do you have an investment group? If you want to go into that.
So I have so I'm launching something called the Wealth Factor. Ironically, we're talking about wealth. I'm launching something called the Wealth Factor, and it's basically gonna show. I really started for our people, but it's open for everything. It's open for our people. It's something called the Wealth Factor. It's gonna be a monthly subscription, basically, and I'm gonna guide everybody to basically to create wealth. It may be some stocks, it may be some real estate in there, it may be just other entrepreneur tips and stuff like that. Basically, that they're gonna have access to. So basically, every time some of the moves I make, I may shoot them an email. Hey, you might want to look at this. You might want to check this out. Tesla did pretty good overnight. When you wake up, put it on your watch list to try to steer. Because my goal is, I want to, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since forever. I don't think that if I had a job, I'd probably get fired on the first day. It's just, I'm probably too hard-headed for a job, honestly. Keep it 100. So I want to steer people towards creating wealth. You know what I'm saying? And I do a lot of talking on my lives and here, and I do wealth coaching, but it's hard for me to keep up with everybody. So that's why I'm launching the Wealth Factor. And I got testimonials. Like I got a buddy. I can well, actually I might post a screenshot after this if he's okay with it. Last week I told him, no, a week and a half ago I told him to make a play, and then he told me that the play panned out to be $11,000 today. So he's inviting me to like Top Golf. He said everything is paid for. He want me to bring some people. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't even know if I'm gonna go because I'm working. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm
You know,
definitely
everything is really about getting getting results and steering our people in the right direction.
yes, and that's why I put this as Solution Series Volume 2, because I had Greg Merriweather on the last show. I brought you on this show because, you know, man, I ain't the ego, all that shit pushed aside, man. As black men, I feel that we and you know, and I have to come to the realization, man, that it ain't gonna like I'd rather have 100, like I said this last week, I'd rather have 100 people all on the same code, same mind frame, same ambition, same togetherness, rather than 1,000 of those that are not necessarily on that page, because that 100 is going to allow the 1,000 to come on in, because black people, we don't like to do things unless we see other people do it. And so there's
It's
some
funny.
things. Go ahead.
It's funny that you use that analogy. You said 100 because for the Wealth Factor, I'm only letting in 100 people. After that, it's closed.
And I'm trying to be one of them 100, brother, because I'm not.
I got you.
I'm done, because and it's like, man, more. I would say, like, even because of the pandemics popping off, man, it's like if you ain't on right now, I'm gonna be honest, if you ain't on YouTube, at least looking at some of these other ones that are putting some game, and I'm gonna throw some names out there like Red Pill, Blue Pill. Like, man, I listen to Red Pill, man. This dude, he put me on the Forex. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point where, nigga, I'm about to do that shit. Like, who? But see,
You know, I'm on Brother Polite. I follow Sadetta. You know what I'm saying? I go back through Dr. John Hendrick Clark, Dr.
Yes, sir.
Ben.
Yes, sir.
You know, Dr. Ben Yakinen. Who else? I'm on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And you see, it helps.
This is the thing. I think this is what black people. If I had to say one thing, if I had to give one thing, if I had one message for black people, it would be: stop panicking. The world is not coming to an end with this coronavirus. You will not wake up and die tomorrow. The sky's not falling. Stop panicking. Ask yourself this: where is the money going? Because when this coronavirus is gone, rent is still going to be due. I guarantee it. Rent is still going to be due. So right now, you need to be seeing where the money's going. 2 months ago, an article came out, CNN. Billionaires in the middle of a pandemic, 40 million jobs down the line, 401ks and IRAs cut in half. Billionaires made off with $663 billion over the course in 2 months.
Saw that. I saw that.
2 months. Another $663 billion. And meanwhile, our people sitting around here waiting on a $1,200 check.
Facts. Oh, I got one for you. You kind of covered it already, but you know they kind of came in a little late. It said, I might have missed this, but does Willie teach a class on budgeting and fixed credit? Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna drop. No, I was gonna say I'm gonna drop. No, my bad. Damn, nigga,
Add me on Facebook, Willie Dynamite. I drop jewels on there, and also go to just go to Liberate Credit and subscribe. Somebody give you a call from there, and basically see which direction you want to go. You know what I'm saying, and then we just take it from there. Junior, come here. You want to say hi? Say hi, Junior.
The young king, yay.
That's okay. What's wrong? You okay? All right. You watch the TV? You gotta change your clothes? Okay, go change your clothes. Okay, it's okay. Change your clothes.
Yeah, now you know what, man. I'm glad. You know, shit, because Now, I got 3 kids. I got an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and I got a 9-month-old. And the reasons why I do stuff like this, man, is because this is stuff right here that is gonna be downloaded. At some point, they may take it off all these other areas, but I'm gonna have it downloaded to where I can pop this in, share it, because this is school right here, man. This is where we have to pick up pieces, and you know what I mean. Let me just share this.
Junior. Junior. Hey.
Amazon and Netflix bank. They sure did. They sure did. They sure did. They sure did. They banks heavy. You know, I mean, like I said, man, shout out to the brother, Willie Dynamite, man. He's doing. Oh, my bad. Hold on, let me get back in. My bad. I already showed the shit a little too early. Here we go. You know, so what I want to do right now, I mean, there's a. Wait, what was you about to say though?
Nah, I was just gonna tell you, cause you know, like a lot of the stuff that I keep up because I know I'm gonna be right. And you know, I have some stuff up from 2016 where I'm basically saying this and people on there arguing with me, you know, about it. And then boom, 40 million unemployment, a lot of people out of jobs. You got these teachers, you know what I'm saying, that's now out of jobs, which the teachers were underpaid before the coronavirus. They wasn't paying them enough anyway. So now they ain't got no job altogether. You know, I don't know what places like Harvard and Yale and Stanford, I don't know what all these colleges gonna do, but I'm gonna tell you this: it's going to bring down the value of a college degree, and it's going to really, really show how important your a person's skill set is. So it's gonna be more towards skill and if you can do the job versus if you got all the credentials.
Facts. God damn it! Hit the like button, share this shit, man. Let me just right quick. I'm gonna go to. Now, I looked at a few of your posts on your page, and I wanted to share this with the people just so when I show them to you, you know what I'm saying, you kind of give me a little reaction, man, off of. So this right here is a post I saw that had to do with what most people do, and it says earn income and an arrow to the use earned income to buy luxuries. And what rich people do, they earn income, invest in assets, and use cash flow to buy luxuries. Can you expand on that just a little bit? Because we in this part right here. We be doing this. We be hitting that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't even go to that step. We go.
Right. So you want me to explain both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got you. So basically, the average person, you know, they go to the car lot. First, they go to the car lot in duress. Because 9 times out of 10, they showed up because their car messed up. They show up with a 200 credit score. They can only put $300 down, and they don't care about the interest rate. So when they walk in the building, they already in the hole. You in the hole when you show up. So then you say, well, I got this right here, but I got a job. And they say, well, you know, we got to see who can lend to you. So then they run you through 20 different lenders because so now you got 20 different hard pulls on your credit because they got to go through so many lenders to try to find somebody that'll lend to such a bad person, quote unquote. They find somebody to lend to you, and the person says, I'm going to lend to you, but bro, I got to give you, I got to give you a 20% interest rate, right?
Right.
They're going to give you a 20% interest rate. Then they're going to give you the whole speech. Well, if you pay everything on time, you build your credit. They're going to give you the whole spiel, right? So now you're stuck paying triple what the car was worth when you walked in there.
Yeah.
Right? And then you may take a person like me, right? I've never had a car payment in my life. You know, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that a car payment is bad debt, and I don't connect myself with bad debt. So I'm thinking about getting a Porsche though. But if I get the Porsche 2012 911 Carrera GT, right? So when I get the car, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna take my hard-earned money and go drop on the Porsche. I'm gonna take my hard-earned money and go buy me a rental property, right? And I'm gonna put some money into it. I'm gonna fix it up, drywall. We might have to lay a little bit of concrete. I don't know. You know, switch out some light fixtures, put some porch lights up. do some cosmetic stuff, right? And then I'm gonna work on getting me a renter in there. My renter gonna pay me $1,000 a month. So then once I get that renter to sign a lease, now I'm gonna take the rent from the asset to pay for the liability. You see what I'm saying? And about time the car's paid off, I still got the asset and it's still producing cash flow.
Yes.
So that's basically the difference between the two.
Yeah, see that's what I'm saying, man. You need to hear shit like this, man. God damn it, because niggas don't be having no idea. Let me go to another one right quick. This one right here was so it has a job. It says a job and it has time and the money, and then it has you own a system and network. People works for you. Network people equal time money. And then the time is money. You own a job, money works for you, and it's kind of as an employee, business owner, investor, self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on that just a little bit?
Yeah. So the best position to be in is basically on the right half of that paradigm right.
Okay.
You want to be on the side with the business, or owning a business where you got people working for you. I know, like starting off, you may have to put in your hard work. Don't trip off that. But eventually, the end goal should be for you to just own the business and have people working for you. And you want to be on the investor side. The investor does not work at all. He trades stock. Basically, he deals with real estate or she deals with real estate. And basically, they don't do any manual labor. I always tell people that I'm built for show. I wasn't built for manual labor. You know how people come from all around the world to see the Statue of Liberty? It never moves. The Statue of Liberty just stands there. People fly from all over to see the Statue of Liberty, and it never moves. That's where everybody needs to get to. Stand right there and have people come from around the world to see you. So that's basically the right half of their paradigm. On the left half, the employee is the worst place to be in because, for one, you're taxed at the highest percentage possible. You're taxed at the highest percentage possible. You don't control your time. You don't control your income. You don't control your life. You have somebody else that determines if you can pay your rent, if you can pay your mortgage, if you can take care of your kids, if you can pay your light bill, etc. Self-employed is basically a step above the employee. Self-employed is kind of like that's a business of you. Like if you run an electrical company, you're an electrician, but you're doing all the work. You don't have any other electricians to work with you. Then you're self-employed, but you have a job, but you basically bought yourself a job. You're still an employee, but you're an employee of your own stuff instead of being an employee in somebody else's.
Yes, and that's what that's why I've been dabbling into the nonprofit avenue a little bit for me, not necessarily to get the money because, man, I'm all about the people, man. I can care less, but if it ever comes a time where I would be my own, having a nonprofit, having an org, you basically own your own content, you own your own movement. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what it's used to pay for your well-being, that's what I'm gonna use it for. Now I'm not gonna try to use it to get rich or some shit, be flying around in some jets or some nigga shit like that. But it's like, hey man, if I'm putting in the work though,
bro,
if I'm putting in the work,
listen, a revolution got to be funded. I don't care where you at and who you are, you will not get anywhere without any money. You don't believe me? Go downtown and see all the homeless people. Good people in here. Good hearts, good people. You ain't gonna get nowhere without no money. I don't care what you're doing. You're gonna have to secure the bag. That's for sure.
Let me show the next one. So this next one was and I just got one more after that. It was stages of your money journey. It was make money, save money, invest money, multiply money, and maintain money. All that is
So
just right there, baby. Go ahead.
So basically, the first step right there is making the money. That's probably If you see people that work a job, they say, well, I ain't got enough money to invest. I don't do this. Well, show me your W-2s. You got enough. You just rather do other shit with it. You know what I'm saying? So don't say that you don't have the money. Just say that you don't want to spend the money on that. I can respect it more. The next step is once you make the money, making the money ain't good enough. You got to save the money. You know, and once you saving the money ain't good enough because even inflation is moving at 3% a year. It's been like that since they took us off the gold standard, which is another conversation for another time. You know what I'm saying, though.
Yes,
so then you got to keep your money in motion. If your money isn't earning at least 3% a year, then you're basically in the hole. That's why I tell people take their money out of the bank, invest in some type of stocks or inside of a tech index fund. Stay away from them water companies. You know what I'm saying? And once you invest the money, now you got the money moving. And then, you know, from there, you know, what was it? What was the next one? From there, multiply the money, multiple streams of income. Start doing other stuff. A lot of people saying, well, I don't know what I'm good at. You don't know what you're good at because you ain't never tried nothing. You only tried one thing, and that's what.
And my bad. Hold on.
And you know, and that's what you ran with. You know what I'm saying? So try other stuff, other things you can do to make, and then from there, you know, just maintain the money. Don't be out there buying just like stupid liabilities without having the asset to pay for it. Because there's nothing. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. There's nothing wrong with liabilities, but the problem lies in the people using their hard-earned money that they work 160 hours a month to pay for the liability. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Work hard for the asset, then let the asset pay for the liability. You don't work hard to pay for the liability.
Right. Now my shit may be freezing up a little bit, man. My camera's, but you know what? I'm gonna get this last one out here.
Okay.
So this last one was I believe it's how to spend money, where it has the rich people and average people.
Mm-hmm.
Where it has all the
see, that's similar. That's similar. It's just similar to the last one that you know that we did, or the time before that one, with the you know, with the car. You make the money, you buy the asset, then you buy what you want. You buy the car, you take that vacation, but you have to secure the asset first. Average people, they make the money, they buy the liabilities, and they end up broke. The rich, you know, the rich people or the people, you ain't even got to be rich to do that, because you can go to MLS right now. It's houses here in Indianapolis, Indiana for $20,000. You see what I'm saying? It's houses here for $15,000. So a lot of people say, I don't have enough money to do this or do that. You got it. You just don't want to put it there.
Right.
Everybody wants that instant gratification. Don't nobody want to wait for nothing.
Right. Woo. Hey man, my camera froze, but you know what though? I'm gonna get that shit right in here in a second. But brother, I just want to thank you for coming on here and dropping some heat, man. Hit the like button, share this shit. Before I let you go, brother, please make sure to let everybody know where to find you, where they can get at you, what you got going on, you know, what you want to tell the people. But you know, just go ahead and let the people know, man, how they can get at you.
Y'all can follow me on Facebook, Willie Dynamite. You can follow me on Instagram at King Willie with 2 E's. You can follow me at Liberate Credit. You can get on the website, LiberateCredit.com, if you need help with your credit. I also have the Wealth Factor dropping August 1st, and that's basically me showing you and coaching you and helping you to create wealth, generational wealth for your family. Where else? Snapchat at King Willie with 2 E's. I got a LinkedIn, Willie Liberate, so you can follow me on any of those platforms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on.
And I want to thank you too, man. I want to send a shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? To keep doing what you're doing, because I like what you're doing right here. If you very rarely find people that's putting in work for our people, you know what I'm saying? Because most people are selfish and they're only thinking about themselves, and they feel like since they got the information, you know, then everybody else got to go through the, you know, walk through the valley of the shadow of death, when you can really save them that journey just by helping them.
Facts. Yeah, and like I said, man, I've never been a person that no one can approach, man, that you can't build with, And that's where I'm at right now. Solutions, goddamn solutions, nigga. That's what I want, nigga. I want, you know. So I'm gonna keep building, man. I'm gonna definitely hit you up, man, on some of the things we talked about and discussed. And you know what I'm saying, y'all go follow this brother right here. Real good brother right here. Powerful interview tonight, goddamn it. Spit some game to you niggas. So pick this shit up, man. My screen is frozen right now, but trust me, nigga, I'm in here moving around this bitch right now. So I salute you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go follow Willie Dynamite, man. You know what I'm saying? And have a good night there, brother.
Peace out. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right quick, man, I'm gonna get, because I'm gonna try to let me get I had a little technical difficulty going on right here, man. So what I'm gonna do, I'm about to see what I can do right quick to try to fix this, man. Y'all, I'm gonna show this video again, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Share this shit, man. Hit the like button, share this, so I can go ahead and try to, you know what I mean. Hold on, man. I had technical difficulties in this bit. Technical difficulties in this bit, but I'm hey, man. I appreciate those that checked this show out tonight, man. I appreciate those that checked this show out tonight. I just had a technical difficulty towards the end of this interview, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I was able to get back on, you know what I'm saying? I had to disconnect the camera. You know, they try to stop it, but you know, hey, they ain't gonna stop this, man. Appreciate everybody that checked your boy out tonight. You know what I'm saying? I had a real good, powerful interview. This was the second volume of the Solution series. Okay, so you know I try to bring on people, man, that are doing their thing, that are significant in the community, and I'm really putting my people on from Indianapolis, man. Like if you've ever followed me, if you've ever been just seeing what I've been doing. I've been on Blog Talk. I've interviewed countless amounts of local talent, man. I know Indianapolis in particular, is a crock pot full of energy and full of you know talent. And so at this point, you know what I'm saying, you know, I believe because of what happened to the brother Drayshawn Reed, that you know it's gotten us way closer together as people. And so tonight, you know, was a success, man. I'm glad those that checked in with your boy. Please go back, play this, share this. You know what I mean? Make sure that you show your kids this, even though it's got cussing and content. Like, yo, man, I'm not about to sit up here and think that you don't, you know, you ain't heard more cuss words than, you know, than what you say to your kids. It ain't really been a lot of cussing, right? It's just been some good game, you know what I mean? And some good solutions. Okay. And that's what I'm about. It's about solutions. I can sit here and shoot the shit all day, man. I can sit here and talk about, you know, whatever all day. We can talk some godly things. We can talk whatever political. We can sit here and do all that. But unless we are coming together for some solutions, we ain't doing nothing but talking. And I'm past the talking point, yo. I'm past the talking point. Okay. So look, man, I want to appreciate those that came on tonight. Make sure you hit the like button. Oh, hold on. Jump the gun. Make sure you hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you share this shit, okay? And you know, we're gonna do it like that. You know, y'all go follow Willie Dynamite, you know what I'm saying? show that brother some love, like you know what I'm saying, like he deserved, because the brother's putting in work. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on all platforms, Comedian J Scott. You know, you can also hit me up on the Instagram at J Scott Experience. And so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna end tonight with the home team as usual. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my people out there in Indianapolis, Indiana. I know it's a lot going on. Hold on. Turn my volume back up. My volume too low. I can hear me though. I can hear me. I can hear me. Let's do this, man. You know what I'm saying? Jay Scott, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention. I didn't really get to ask the last question I wanted to Brother Willie, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave this that, man. Y'all just be ready for this autonomous shit, man. Y'all be ready for this autonomous shit. And that's the only question I did not ask. What we going to do, and I want to ask every guest I get on here, what we going to do when this autonomous shit pop off, all right? So, have a good week, man. Keep your head on the swivel. You know, I may come back on later on this week, man, to do another show. Probably, you know, like a show that I've been kind of want to just go in on, but I may wait. But, you know, just check your boy out on all platforms, man. Share the shit, man. And that's what we gonna do. You feel me? So, boom.
Yeah. Mouse. Either I say your Thomas or Chris Paul, I deliver. When the last time you heard a nigga sounding like this from the crib, I can't remember. Jog my memory until I'm winded. The most consistent, just had to let the world know, cause locally they won't admit it. I've been grinding for so long, I can accomplish on my own. Pay homage to the hottest, but they been garbage for so long. Just speaking honest, I don't like my time wasted. So I'm chasing these commas in case a nigga don't make it. Kinda shaky, cause I've been hella back, still heating up. They can't hold me down, they don't even up. Don't compare me to these rappers for my city, I keep eating up. They run us up with my goat, mental flow spread all over the globe. For the Naptown streets, but everywhere that I go, they feel my flow outside of 465. Yeah, outside of 465. Outside of 465, 465, 465.
Yeah, see, one of the main things is that, like, where I come from, you know what I'm saying, you really gotta get how you live, because there's really not that much love there like that. So one thing that one of my guys said is either, you know, they either gonna feel you or they gonna kill you.
Yeah, it goes 4 years, 6 mixtapes, 14 city tour days. They wait for me to touch down from New York to LA. My flights I had delayed from serving beans pound cakes. May fly down to the NO for the jet lounge on Wednesday. Don't ask me who's next, cause to me they ain't popping. If anything, they popular. At the end of the day, I'm out robbing them. I may go down to Iowa, them pesos. It's stressful, you don't know, you don't travel. If I blow, it'll come outside of 465. 365. A nigga hustle like I'm serving 16 pieces of pie. Betty Crocker the pot, hit it off like 36 times. Keep me fly as a bird, it helped me land in your spot. Outside of 465, 465. Outside of 465, 465, 465. 5 C.